Hey guys, this is AntiCam here. You guys don't know me at all, but I'm the one that's usually behind the controls whenever we play Amnesia and such like that on the live stream. So I just wanted to start actually doing something. So we have a YouTube channel and everything, but we don't really have much videos on it. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to do like a weekly video of sorts. That's all I really have time for. It's going to be called Smoking with Cam Bam. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have just enough time to finish one cigarette to tell you guys what's on my mind this week. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole concept. It's just me talking to you guys while smoking. That's that. I mean, I just find that I have my most brilliant thoughts when I'm outside in nature, and I only really go outside to, smoke or play basketball with Gare Bear. We'll see. Okay, don't watch. Smoking is a terrible habit. Don't start. Okay, so time starts now. Basically, this week I want to talk about the concept of being a gamer. So a lot of people have got in their head that gamers are these people that live in their mother's basement and play computer games all day and night long. That's not the way it is anymore. Like, yeah, before gamers were this inclusive sect of people that, spent their paychecks on different, consoles and games just to have the latest and greatest and LAN parties and all that. I mean, the term gamer has become so different than what it used to be in today's world. Like, so there's some people that say if you play a game, if that's on your iPad, your Xbox, your phone, your computer, whatever, you're a gamer all of a sudden because you're taking the time out of your day to play a game. It doesn't matter if you're waiting for the bus or something like that, you're a gamer. There are others who think, gamers are the core elite. They sit around, they watch Evo every summer, they, keep tabs on MLG when they do Call of Duty and stuff like that. They have good KDRs and everything. Well, that's the elitist side of gaming. Like, that's not everyone, There are different varying types of gamers. You have your extremely casual gamer. That's the person who might own a console, might not. They just play like little browser games or smartphone games and stuff like that. They're still playing a game. And then you have like the casual gamer, they get on, they don't want to be the best or anything like that. They're just, playing a game just to have fun. Usually single player games, stuff like that. And then you have the anti-elite gamer, which is us. This is a category we just created. But basically, yeah, we want to be good at video games. That's what we do. We like to play video games, but we're not trying to be the absolute best. Like, we're not going to, go out of our way to make sure we get elite status. That's just ridiculous. But anyway, so I mean, being a gamer these days isn't really, it's not like you're in a cool boys club anymore. Like, everyone is pretty much a gamer. I mean, there's little teeny boppers wearing video game t-shirts thanks to Hot Topic. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I mean, gamers, they get a bad rap because of the elitists and, the guys that do live in their mother's basements and play games 24/7. That's just the way it is. That's never going to change. Like, they're always going to, and I mean, the whole violence in video games thing. Like, we are demonized by any politician who thinks it'll help them out with the old white people. That's just the way it is. Like, video games are an art form, and as gamers, we are appreciating that art form. I mean, you can look at like little indie games like Super Meat Boy. That game was made by 2 people, and it's great. 2 people, and that was their vision, their art. They made it. They knew they had they knew it was gonna hit somewhere, because that's what gamers are. It's a community. Like, it's not this segregated cult from the rest of the world like it used to be. Like, being a gamer means, I play video games, and this is the art form that I choose to, put myself with. Like, it's just like, okay, well, this is gonna be kind of far stretched, so just bear with me. But it's like musicians and music. Like, their art is music. They listen to it, they make it, all that stuff. Gamers, our art form is games. So I mean that it makes sense when you think about it. Like, honestly, it doesn't matter what kind of game you're playing. If it's like a little iPad game, like, someone still took the time, still had the vision to make it, and you're still consuming it. You're still playing it. I mean, gamers as a whole, we're just one big fat consumer. That's what we are. That's what we're viewed as these days. Like, the video game industry has gotten huge. Like, it makes millions of dollars every year. Like, it's not something small anymore. Like, video games seriously are like a big import-export thing. Like, you got Japan. I mean, even though Japan's gaming market's kind of closing and stuff like that, like, JRPGs aren't really that big anymore because the Western RPGs have, kind of taken over the space here of late, but that's a conversation for a different day. But did you look at it, like, being a gamer is about being part of something bigger than just you. There's no reason to go be all elitist and stuff like that and try the best you can be, because there's always going to be someone better. It doesn't matter. Get to the level you're comfortable with and play the games you want to play. Like, don't follow everybody else. Like, as a gamer, you are just a one big consumer. That's what you are. You're consuming the art of other people. That's what I see being a gamer is. Like, I appreciate what these people do day in and day out. They make, the best games possible. I mean, well, most of them do. Like I said, Super Meat Boy, 2 guys. Braid. I'm pretty sure Braid was 1 guy. Fez was one really weird guy and a bunch of different partners because they couldn't handle him. But still, he had a vision. It took him years and years to make the game, but he did it. Like, there are hundreds and hundreds of people that make, Halos and Call of Duties and stuff like that. But still, that's still their art. They're taking time. They have the creative juices. They're making it. So, basically, I know I started rambling a bit, but what is a gamer? Like, what are we conceptualized as? I say, being a gamer, you are a connoisseur of digital art. That's what you are. You play games. You can tell if it's good or bad. It's all a matter of opinion. We each have our own choice of games. That's just the way it is. Like, there's no reason to demonize an entire community for, partaking in an art form. That's just ridiculous. That's like saying, all this modern art with blood and gore all over it, well, that's not allowed. Even though there are people that, like, are passionate about that kind of stuff. Like, that's like saying horror flicks aren't allowed because it makes people queasy. Like, just because you don't understand something does not mean you need to demonize it. That's now you're getting me all wound up. Thanks, internets. But yeah, so that's my thing. Being a gamer means you're part of a community and you're giving back. And that's why we started this channel, because we're just, gamers not trying to be the best, but trying to have the best time. Because we're not going to get caught up in all the politics of being a gamer or whatever. We're just going to continue to be gamers and release stuff. And if you guys like it, you do. And if you don't, then I'm sorry, but we're not in it for you. We're in it for us. So yeah, that's that. So thanks. I'll see the response I get from this one. I don't expect it to be very big, but yeah. So that was the first Smoking with AntiCam, or Cam Bam, whatever you want to call me. But yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys liked listening to me rant, because I like to rant a lot. As you'll see on videos to come, I talk a lot. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.